Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today, the brand new Hit Dokkan Fest banner and event is live over here on JP Dokkan, and with it comes a lot of characters actually that can awaken from this event. So here of course is the Hit boss. Unfortunately, I think this is another one of those easy Dokkan fights. Obviously, I don't really play global. I do have a global account, but I only log into it very rarely, and I did not do the Hit event very much. But if we look down here, there's only 4 phases to this fight. You guys already know what I'm going to say. Every Dokkan event needs to be at least 5 phases from now on. Although I really like the idea of a new difficulty level where maybe, beating it would give you like 20 medals or 25 medals, and it would be very difficult. I think everyone would agree that would be the best way to go about increasing the difficulty in Dokkan events, because they're just not hard anymore, period. I believe at a certain point, Hit can, keep units from dodging, right? So that's interesting, but I still think Hit is the only boss in Dokkan that does that. Of course, there's the new Dokkan Fest exclusive Hit. He awakens. We got the new Frost, who awakens into full power. Then the Bodamagetta, and then these 3 old units all awaken with medals as well. Champa, his Dokkan Awakening is fantastic. We have this Bodamagetta as well as this Bodamagetta down here. So several units are able to awaken, and doesn't look like there's any units that are strong against Hit, which I guess is a little odd. Now, if we take a look at Hit's banner, I don't know that I really recommend people summon on this. I'll just briefly talk about this for a second before we hop in the event, but, Hit is very good. Metal Cooler is even, well, okay, Hit is very good, Frost is good, Bodamagetta is good, Champa is really good, but, these are unfeatured SSRs you're better off getting in other banners anyway. Now, Metal Cooler is amazing, no doubt about that. He is a big-time daddy unit. And then you've also got UI Goku and Ultimate Gohan here. Ultimate Gohan, one of the lower level category leaders. UI Goku is incredible, but he's been on a lot of banners, right? So I don't really recommend summoning JP players. I mean, if anything, I would say maybe try and get Metal Cooler with red coins rather than summon on this banner. But, it's up to you guys, whatever you decide to do. Just know that JP is probably going to get something insane at the end of April for Golden Week. Keep that in mind. Remember, last year was Evolution Blue Vegeta, who's still amazing. 2 years ago was Int Gogeta and STR Janemba. So Golden Week always comes with a big top tier thing. So just keep this in mind if you do decide to summon for Hit. Because again, Hit is good, but he's not as good as Dokkan Fest Kid Goku, Metal Cooler, the LR Super Saiyan 4s. All better Dokkan Fest exclusives than Hit. Even Transforming Frieza I think is better. Transforming Goku is probably better as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and rock this team right here. When I go through new Dokkan events, I like to test out the difficulty of the event by bringing sort of a transforming team, right? So that's what we got. We got a transforming hero team right here. With transforming Vegeta, since he gives 100% the super types, we're able to get all 7 different transforming super type units in here. There also is the LR Oob is another transforming unit who we could rock on this team as well. And we'll see how many transformations we're able to get. Again, I know a lot of people are not the biggest fan of the transformation mechanic, but I myself absolutely adore it. I do love it. It's something different, right? That's why I love active skill units. I love transformation units. It's this new, sort of fresh, exciting thing where, it makes these battles different rather than the same thing every single time. So I do actually really like transformation units. Okay, so bad news for Hit, but we got LR Vegito and LR Gogeta on a rotation to start the fight off. So that, of course, is worst case scenario for our boy Hito. The 2 LR fusions link up incredibly well. And of course, we're probably not going to see their transformation occur. I think when I fought the transforming Vegito boss, I think I got LR Vegito, didn't I? I think so. I think that happened. Okay, so the first phase is Int. Then we move on to the AGL hit, then the SCR hit, and then finally we finish up with the TEQ hit. There is also a brand new physical hit as well, so Hit has a unit of every typing at this point. Okay, yeah, oh yeah. Let's let Vegeta go ahead and have a little fun, getting a whole bunch of orbs. You know, I guess that is one unfortunate thing for Global. I think I'm probably going to do a community reaction to see what people think. Especially because I want to take, you know, the Global player's temperature, sort of. Oh, wow, come on. We gave Vegeta all of those orbs and Hit stunned him. Thank you, Hit, so much. But I kind of want to take Global player's temperature to see, you know, now that Global is confirmed to get the 8-bit free-to-play April Fool's cards at the same time JP is, which, you know, I knew was going to happen. Well, I thought JP would get it a day early like previously, but I knew Global would get those as well for sure. But now that we know Global's getting those, Global is getting AGL Metal Cooler tomorrow. So, you know, like, Global is getting basically a Dokkan Fest almost at the exact same time as JP, right? So that's good. But I want to see how people are still feeling about, you know, the Universe 6 story event with the 4 new farmable characters that really would have been good to release on Global back in December, right? With the new Vados, the Universe 6 Namekians, the free farmable Hit, and the free farmable Champa. The Champa and the Hit are not spectacular units by any means, but they, you know, we're saving Elder Kai's. Like, you know, my Champa is already rainbowed, so, like, I don't have to worry about, oh, yeah, I'll probably keep these two as a rotation. Well, nah. Let's definitely keep Blue Gogeta around. Yeah, I'll probably, yeah, okay, so my Champa is already rainbowed, right, SA10. I was waiting to do the rainbow video on Champa for when he got his awakening, right, because we knew he awakened on Global, so I was just waiting for that. Now that he's got that, I'll be able to go ahead and do the rainbow video for him. But this Hit, that actually is going to save your boy some Elder Kai's, you know, because I actually, you know, was just leveling Hit up a little while ago before I started this video, and I was about to feed in I've got a whole bunch of Tech Grand Elder Kai's, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, he's farmable. So that's really nice. Now, again, I know a lot of Global players have been upset about that, you know, kind of like, it's not fair that JP, you know, doesn't have to use Elder Kai's and stuff like that. But, like, this sort of thing has happened several times in the past, like, in favor of Global, right? I'm not really making excuses for Akatsuki, I'm just pointing it out. Like, for example, Jiren, right? When Jiren first dropped on JP, okay, so now we finally move on to Tech Hit, by the way. The last phase, finally, here he is. When Jiren first dropped on JP along with UI Goku, right? You know, he showed up, and then we had a thing where, you know, it was just his SSR, his Dokkan event was not available. Then when Evolution Blue Vegeta came out, then at that point, we also got, whatchamacallit, you know, we got the Tech Hit, the farmable card. But a lot of JP players, including myself, we had already gone ahead and blown, like, all of our, you know, like, Elder Kai's on Jiren already at that point. So, like, that was the situation where, you know, if we had known that Jiren was going to become farmable in the future, a lot of us could have saved Elder Kai's rather than giving them to Jiren. A similar thing happened with Ultimate Gohan, where, you know, very shortly after the Ultimate Gohan card came out on JP, as part of the Universal Survival Arc event, you could actually farm him. But we had no idea that was going to come. But for Global, you know, Global found out about this, that Ultimate Gohan was going to be farmable before his Dokkan Fest exclusive unit even hit Global. So, you know, Global has had several advantages in the past related to, you know, not having to use Elder Kai's for some of these units. Okay, now one thing I will say, Hit's super attack does look spectacular, and they did bring, you know, the Dragon Ball Fighters sort of like super attack. He did nothing. Like, that. Like, keep in mind right now that we're on what, like a lot of these units, like the LR Gogeta and Vegito, they're only at what, 120% plus 100%. So they're only at 220% right now, and they took no damage from Hit. They completely Stonewall Jacksoning him. Like, it's ridiculous. That's very shameful for our boy Hit. Okay, so, you know, Hit decided to go ahead and freeze us in place. Oh, I don't, damn. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't bring, like, a Dende or something like that. I was going to use an item because I wanted Blue Gogeta to finish this off, but looks like UI Goku is, in fact, going to be the one that is going to finish this off. Oh, well, I couldn't even avoid a super attack with UI Goku either. I guess if he does not crit, maybe there's a chance Hit survives. It's just, whenever you get the Blue Gogeta transformation, oh, yeah. you always want to see Blue Gogeta styling out. You know, definitely, I would probably say that's a top 5 super attack animation in Dokkan for me personally. I think I probably like Kid Goku's active skill is probably, I think, the best looking super attack animation in the game. And then Blue Gogeta is, you know, definitely, you know, in one of the next 4 spots for like a top 10 essays. But alright guys, so there was the event. You know, hit goes down very, very easy. Didn't really have too much difficulty with that whatsoever. Going to be farming up a lot of these. So I'm going to do a video on the Universe 6 story event probably right after this. I'll do a 55% video for hit. I mean, it's not as necessary as some of the other units, right? Since global players, you know, you guys have already had hit for many months. So a lot of you know how like solid he can be on some of these teams. But I'll still do the 55% hit video. I'll probably put that out today. I guess I actually checked, and Batamo and Automagetta, they only awaken with 7 medals from the hit event. So one run of the hit event is enough to actually awaken the Batamo and the Automagetta. I didn't realize that. I thought it was going to be much more, like it would take like 21 or 35 medals. So, you know, that'll be very easy. I'll go ahead and do that to farm up Automagetta. At first, I was just going to give Elder Kai's Automagetta, but I looked at that. I was like, wait, 7? That's nothing at all. That's barely going to take any time. So, alright guys, we'll go ahead and finish up. You know, there was the Hit Dokkan event. Again, I would definitely recommend for GP players to skip the Hit banner just because Golden Week is coming. Golden Week, I think, is definitely going to be something everyone's going to want to summon for, right? So, you know, just sort of keep that in mind as we get closer. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.